Well, soon Americans with holiday splurging induce love handles. Well, they will be going to the nation's gyms to work off their stubborn belly fat, but buyer beware. Max Hawthorne exposes a truckload of the health club industry's dirty laundry in his tell-all book, Memoirs of a Gym Rat. Max, thank you so much for being here.
It's my pleasure, and I'm very excited to be here about the new book.
All right, so tell us, first of all, where did you get this idea? Did you yourself work in a gym? Were you a trainer? Where did this all come from?
Well, I worked in the fitness industry actually for 20 years, and over a 20-year period, I saw everything you could imagine, from health club managers selling steroids in their clubs, to ex-convicts running membership scams on people coming in to join, to the ongoing sex that happens in a lot of clubs, whether they're open or closed. People have no idea what goes on in a lot of these places, and I basically was compelled to write the book.
So you are local, right? So are these some of the local clubs that you have worked in? Obviously, you're probably not going to name them, but is this kind of all over the place?
Well, I worked in the New York metro area during the time in 8 different facilities, including 6 from some of the national chains out there.
Okay. So it's not just privately owned gyms. These are big.
No, actually, I find that the privately owned clubs tend to be better run, better maintained than the larger chains. I think the owners have a more vested interest because they're more hands-on.
So what advice do you have for people who want to look and start a gym membership? I mean, would you say it's a scam? Do you say that you're getting into something that you don't really want to get into if you're going to join a gym?
I give people 2 suggestions. The first suggestion is that before you join a gym, you do some research, some reconnaissance. Go online and either go to Consumer Reports, or better yet, just Google the club. Put the name of the gym and put complaints after it. If you do a search and it comes up clean, then that's great. But if you do a search and it comes up with 500 forums listing everything from membership ripoffs to sex in the saunas, you might want to think twice before going there. The other thing I recommend is that you get Memoirs of a Gym Rat, because it's a hilarious survival guide. It will keep you out of trouble. It will teach you everything you need to know and save you money on your membership too.
Why do you think this stuff is happening? Do you think it's more of a money-making thing with the steroids? Do you think it's, why is it going on?
Well, I think a lot of it is what I refer to as poor hiring practices on the part of some of the clubs out there. I've worked with a rogues gallery of characters over the years in sales and management. I mean, ex-convicts, drug dealers, burglars. One guy had kidnapping on his rap sheet. And this club had a nursery in it, if you can imagine. So when you let a fox into the hen house, he's going to have chicken for dinner. And that's basically what goes on.
And do you think it's cheaper for these clubs to hire these people without having to spend the extra money?
I think that the turnover rate, as people will read in the book, the turnover rate is astonishingly high. I mean, if you've ever been a member of a health club, it seems like every time you walk in a door, there's a different person at the front desk, a different person selling a membership, a different person as the manager. So they constantly have this cranking out, this turnover rate. And they don't, you know, from my experience, they don't do background checks. They often don't even go through resumes too well.
Very interesting book. Well, where can we get our hands on this?
Memoirs of a Gym Rat is available pretty much on all the online retailers, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Sony, iBooks. There's also, for the holidays, a 20% off right now. So if people go to memoirsofagymrat.com, they can get a discount code and get an extra 20% off for the best stocking stuffer out there.
All right, fabulous. Can't get any better than that. Thank you so much, Max, for being with us. And we're going to throw it to break.